Digital life is complicated because it relies on collaboration between citizens, business and governments, which is really difficult to achieve. Everything from buying a house to renewing a parking permit seems to take a long time, often goes wrong, and we're never very sure these days if our information is secure. For example, this year I had to lease a flat. I had to deal with the council, the letting agent, a credit check company and the landlord register, but they weren't connected to each other. They all had some things online, but there was an awful lot of paper-based bits in between. The whole process was confusing. I was tearing my hair out. It seemed inefficient. I filled in forms, but there were errors introduced when data was rekeyed, and I repeatedly presented personal documents like my driving license and bank statements, and I'm not really sure if that's secure. So wallet services are using blockchain to secure and simplify digital life. We've built a system to help citizens, business and government collaborate to get these things done. Why blockchain? Well, blockchains are shared databases which keep information secure. They've been used for valuable and sensitive information like proof of ownership, private personal details, contracts, and even digital money. They let people, companies, governments collaborate on these kinds of assets according to sets of agreed rules. And then they record what's happened so that everybody is accountable. They use cryptography in a democratic way to prevent fraud and cheating and to retain individual privacy. Today we tend to secure data into isolated databases, and that's what makes collaboration difficult. But blockchains replicate secured data to everybody, so there's no point of failure or focus for cyber attacks. Blockchain's proof point has been Bitcoin, around since 2009, and it's been proven to transact hundreds of millions of dollars every day. But in fact, blockchain applications are much wider than this, as has been proven in 2016 by many public services applications throughout the world. And that's because blockchain is right for where there are rules, accountability and security, just like any process where citizens interact with government in the course of their digital life. Wallet Services System applies blockchain to the process of license and grant application and approval. We think it's going to improve citizen service and make digital life in the economy more efficient here in Scotland. Our prototype is called SICCAR, and that's Old Scots for trusted and sure. It uses a Scottish Government civic blockchain to share data securely and let government agencies or private businesses involved collaborate around their interactions with citizens. Citizens apply for a licence, keeping appropriate permission and privacy around their own data. Government can approve and validate this, but demonstrate a chain of digital signatures through the process. Anybody can check the process, verifying the citizen and the validity of their licence. And they can also see that all the rules have been followed. A complete picture of the citizen at each stage of his licence application is built up like a jigsaw, with each piece in turn provided by the citizen, a council, a government agency or any business that's involved in the process. It's a different approach, but it's got many benefits. It keeps data consistent with a single version of the truth. We're always using the correct current address. Everyone gets updated if my name is changed after marriage. We can show that a licence is valid currently or at any point in history. We can demonstrate that we're licensed without giving away all our private details. We call that disclosure without exposure. Government agencies can show that all the correct information has been presented at the right time and that regulations have been followed. But they can also make everyone aware when a citizen's licence is revoked, like when Police Scotland revoke a gun licence after the citizen is sentenced to a crime. Importantly, the citizen retains control over his or her own information and doesn't repeatedly have to disclose it. But most usefully, this approach is open, and it can make it much simpler for third parties in government to innovate simplified, safer citizen experiences.